Hello, gamers, and welcome back to another episode on the Ignitor SMP. My name is Darkjon, and this is episode 14? Yes, episode 14. And today we're going to be getting busy with more work on the MEGABASE, on the city. So last episode we put in this pretty incredible build behind us. This here is our sugarcane factory, and it produces all the paper, or the sugarcane we're going to need, which we can convert to paper, which at the moment we just have a pretty dumb collection system for at the very bottom here. And it sits right next to our creeper farm over here, which is currently off and lit up, I believe. Yep, all the lights are on, so it's not currently working. But this guy gets us all of the gunpowder we will ever need as well. And together, those two things can help make us all of the firework rockets we need. Now, I'm doing that kind of manually right now, but the intention is to automate it a little bit more. So we'll see if we get around to that today, but that's something that's on the to-do list. The main mission for today is actually going to be working on the entrance and the overall structure of this base. So as you can see behind me here, this is the storage system that we put in a few episodes ago, and it is performing brilliantly. I've done a few little tweaks to it in between episodes, including paving the way for the work we're going to do today. Previously, we added this staircase in at the back here, which was designed to show you how we get in and up to this upper level. And today we're going to work on this upper level and other levels as well. It's going to show us how the structure of this whole area is going to look, and as well give us an idea of how we're going to enter this place, because we're going to put a roof back on this. Remember, this is a mountain. This whole place we carved out of a giant mountain by taking the top off and carpet bombing the entire thing. The intention is to put the mountain back. We're going to put a roof back on this at some point, re-landscape it, make it a actual mountain again, and this will all be indoors, and there will be an entrance over there in that wall somewhere. And in order to get all of that, we sort of have to have the infrastructure inside we need to get around this place, and that is today's mission. But first, you may notice that I'm wearing something kind of fancy. These are my new wings. Check it out. Custom wings designed by Neatfreeze. This is a Neatfreeze original design, and it was commissioned by me, and she very recently just had a reopening of her wings shop where she had all the new stock come in with the new designs, and we'll go over and see that clip right now.
Why aren't grasshoppers called jump? And why aren't fish called swim? And why aren't birds called fly?
This is getting philosophical.
Okay. So,
Exactly.
And I also have a discount.
Ooh.
I also have a
No.
This late.
wait, hold on. Wait, that's Dano.
No,
That's
because-
that's
beetroot
such a,
wings.
yeah, that
Hold
is
on,
such
hold
a
on,
that's
hold on, I need to
ironite.
make some space.
Ooh, these are my ones.
Oh, these look really.
Dano, they are so
Wings.
pretty.
Wait, hold on.
Which
Look at
ones was
this.
it?
In the corner, the darker ones, are they?
I need
No
8.
ways.
I don't know for sure which one is which.
These ones are
Okay, I'll
solar
try them.
wings, yes.
I believe.
Nice.
And also I can change them up.
What do I
these
owe
ones
you?
are
2, is
zero
it?
wings. 0 wings. Does
It's
that
one
mean you
diamond
can't-
block.
Does
Oh.
that mean you can't fly? Wind
Bargain.
wings.
Absolutely.
And if you die, then you can
Beetroot
just
wings.
apply it.
They
to
look
your
so
life,
good,
huh?
don't they, Dibby?
Dark wings. Oh,
Ooh.
they are so good. Dark. That's
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
They look so cool.
Yeah.
That's
They
what-
look so cool.
You want
They
all
all-
of
they
them.
look
Yeah,
very,
because for my-
very
for my collection.
industrialist.
Indeed.
Okay.
It's hard to get things to
Yeah.
match with my skin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
will
yeah.
send
But
it
they,
to you
they have
on
the same
Discord.
color as your
Yeah,
eyes.
so-
You know,
Exactly,
Yeah, I gotta go
exactly.
and make more diamonds.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you them.
Yeah.
They're in that. They're in that shop.
Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing. Who put him in a hole?
I did, in case you needed him.
Okay,
Oh
Nick,
no,
I got
he's
you.
he's sold out of azalea leaves. If somebody
No.
else wants to buy azalea leaves, does he still sell them to somebody else?
So I got you.
The-
Doc,
That looks
whether it
great,
was
Doc, you
for
look
us
That looks
beautiful.
or
really
just in
nice. I
general.
love that.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
just in
general,
I guess.
Wait, can we put those on our head?
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. Wait. Nee, I got you this one. Boom.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
What?
chiseled nether bricks.
Okay,
What?
okay.
What?
We got this one.
Ooh.
That's, ooh, you look like
Okay.
you've got some sort of skin disease. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay, we got this one.
Okay, okay.
Hey, I look like Mr. Blockhead. I got this one. No, that's just ugly.
One thing I have realised is that these new wings and my outfit in general doesn't really go with diamond armour, does it? That's much better. Check that out. Isn't it cool? I think this is well suited to netherite, it would seem. So, yeah, we're going to have to upgrade, I think. Oh, I didn't realise the glint still comes through. Look at that when they're enchanted. That's really cool. Alright, so we're going to crack on now with this base build extension, and I think it's going to mean we're going to have to rip out these stairs, because I originally thought we were going to use a deep slate texture, and after doing a little bit of experimentation, we're not. We're going to do something else, and it's going to be more fitting with all the other builds that we've done in the area. So, let's get cracking. Well, looky here. We've got the beginnings of a megabase. It's really starting to come together. This isn't a building as such, it's more infrastructure, I guess you could call it. It is pathways and a general sort of overriding structure of the base and the way you're going to come in. This is going to be the entrance, so somewhere through here we're going to find out that this should take us to about ground level at the very front of the mountain. It's going to be a very thick entrance. As you can see, there's a fair bit of mountain to carve on through here. When we do, ta-da! We're going to have a big old door somewhere here that's going to allow us entry into the place. And we're going to enter into the city just like this. Obviously, we're going to have a roof on this place eventually. And we're going to have buildings up along the sides here. But this is how you come in and look down upon the rest of the civilization. So there's going to be buildings all the way across the sides, all the way around up this side, all the way going off into the distance. And you'll come down the stairs here. There's probably going to be a building right here eventually. Maybe another one right here. This walkway connects the two sides over the top of the storage room, like so. This is underneath the entrance and the bridge that we just came in. I've got gamma on here, so I can turn that off because it's night time. You can see how moody it is. But let us go sleep and show it in the day without gamma on. There we go. That's better. So yeah, from up on here, we've got these little bushes in pots. Really like these. It's a decorated pot with a plant pot with a dead bush with a bush on top in varying colors. And yeah, the other set of the stairs come down here. Again, there'll be more buildings here. And then we come down to the main walkway, which takes us around here. I did replace the stairwell we put in already down here because this was all done with like a blackstone. Now it is all done with tuff, and that gets us straight into the storage system. And then up here we can walk all the way around, and there's like a little barrier here giving us a viewing platform to look over the rest of the storage system here, and coming all the way around to the other side and to our only two buildings in the city so far. I'm really happy with this. This really helps set the scene and gives us a really good idea of how this place is going to start to shape up. And just look at that view. Isn't that fantastic? A lot more foliage to come, I suspect. I just put these in as a sort of uniform little pops of color right now, but I think we can imagine some much bigger trees, custom trees, more foliage, stuff connected in and out of the buildings coming in the future. But for now, I'm really happy with this. And just after we finished building, we had a special delivery come in. So as you can see, we're using lots of really cool materials, tons of tuff and basalt, both of which I've just run out of. Now tuff, we're probably going to need to go and find a more renewable source because I pulled as many favors as I could to buy as much of it as I could from the shops and from other people in order to do all of this in the first place. Basalt. Basalt is kind of difficult to get, and I didn't fancy a trip to the Nether. And Minion is building a volcano out of basalt and has a basalt generator, and he allowed me to purchase this, a whole shulker of basalt. So we're going to quickly go over to his industrial district, and we're going to drop off payment. Okay, we are here at the industrial district, and let's just take a quick look around before we do anything, because a lot of building has been taking place here. I really like what Minion and Onyx have been doing with their build style here. It's a bunch of factories. It's exactly, that's what it says on the tin, very industrial. This is their big storage system in the center. Over here, this is sugarcane, as you can see. Check it out. That's a lot of sugarcane. Oh boy. Yeah, these guys have the rocket shop, and of course they're supplying all the rockets. They need a lot of paper. That's one way to get a lot of paper. Yeah, that'll do it. I think Minion built this dripstone farm really recently too in one of his latest episodes. It's going to be a slow burner, but yeah, handy to have. This is the bamboo. This is the bamboo factory way over here. Yowzers, that's also a lot of bamboo. And this is how Onyx is doing the bamboo shop. And of course he is auto crafting, shulker loading stuff on the fly as well. Pretty awesome. What did he want? 10 diamonds? I'm going to give him 11 because it looks nice. There we go. Sure he'll find that. Thanks, Minion. And if you want to go check out any of these builds I just showed off, go check out Minion's channel and Onyx as well. They've both been really busy over here. Now, there's one thing in our starter base that we keep going back there for that I would like to bring over to the new MEGABASE in order to make it more of a complete functioning base, because it would be nice to not have to come back here quite so often. And that thing that we keep coming back here for is right down here. This guy. I think we built this episode 1? It was the first thing we built in the base. This basement area before the starter base itself existed, we built this little smelter. Now, some people on the server have been using this, and I'm going to leave it in place for them to do so. It's powered by a very small and simple little carpet duper here, because it doesn't need very much fuel, because it's not very big. And it doesn't cause too much lag. But it's only got 9 furnaces. It's not super OP, and you just flick a lever and off it goes. We're still using this today. Yeah, today we're still using it, and it is the main reason we're coming over here on a regular basis. So we're going to want to do something about that. And that thing we're going to do is put in a real super smelter into the base here. And we've been laying the way for this for some time. If you remember quite some episodes ago, I think it was when we first dug the hole, we built this guy. This is our kelp farm. You can see bits of kelp just popping off constantly from this. It's a wonderful design, double-sided, of course, and in front of it, we have an auto smelter. Oh, there it goes. Perfect timing. It's smelting kelp. It's an auto smelter, smelting the kelp into dried kelp and auto crafting it into dried kelp blocks, and then shulker loading those and storing them. And this thing's just been running the whole time we've been here. Anytime we're in this area, this is loaded. Kelp is popping off constantly, and when there's enough of it accumulated, it all gets smelted and all gets collected and all gets shulker loaded down to here. And we should have, a couple of shulkers on the go. We've got 5 whole shulkers of dried kelp blocks on the go at the moment that are complete. Yeah, it's a fine little system, self-sustaining. As long as the area is loaded, it's producing, and this is going to be our super smelter fuel. This is why we put this thing in here. If we go into free cam now, this sort of space up here above this fuel generator and behind our storage system in this open area is where we're going to build the super smelter. It's going to go in right here, and that's going to enable us to access it from here quite relatively easily. It's going to enable us to automatically pump the output back into storage if we want to. And yeah, it's going to enable for us to call for fuel on demand from down here whenever we need it. We've gathered some materials already. These shulkers here represent everything we're going to need. But we're going to double up this episode, do 2 really big builds for the base, because I'm going on vacation very shortly. Very much looking forward to the break. And I want to make sure we achieve quite a lot before I head away, because there's going to be a little gap in content production. And when I get back, I want to have this mega base completely fully operational, and I will no longer need to head back to the starter base, except maybe villager trading, but we don't talk about that, not moving them. So yeah, without further ado, let's crack on and build us a super smelter. Just like that, we have a smelter. Excellent. Now, this is a design by Shady J. I'm not calling our J Shady. This is this guy's name, Shady J. He does some amazing large-scale smelting arrays, and this is the one I have chosen. So it's a 64 array smelter, so it'll do an entire stack all at once of stuff. And we'll go through the details of it in a little bit. Let's just have a look at the interface side of things. So yeah, it's tacked on to the side of the back of the storage system right here. This is where we can put dried kelp blocks as our manual fuel input if we so wanted, but we're really not going to need that because we've automated that. When we're totally out of fuel, like if we burn through more than we've actually made using our kelp farms, then this light will come on and let us know you ain't got nothing left to smelt with. And yeah, over here, this is where the input goes. Things to smelt just drop straight into there. And then we have a choice of where we want things to go. So if we flick this lamp on, then the items will go straight into the storage system. So the smelted items come up these bubble columns, and that has just diverted them all the way around this way, and they'll go off into storage. And if we flick that off, then in which case these smelted items don't divert there, they just come straight to here, and there's some minecarts with hoppers sitting in the sand there. They'll also get soaked up and everything will end up in this chest right there. That's it really, that's all of the interfacing with this thing that we ever need to do. Everything else is automated. And let me take you on a little tour of how this guy works. So it looks complicated, but it's relatively simple. So usual deal, right? So we've got smelters along here, we've got 4 arms of 8 doubled up to 16. So 16, 16, 16, 16, 64. And obviously we have the items getting smelted get picked up from underneath. Those go into these self-powered super fast dropper systems, one for each row, so that it keeps up with capacity. There's a little modification of my own I did to this design because they only had 1 output and it wasn't fast enough to keep up. So yeah, I've added this water. The water stream comes in here and comes up to here where we've just seen we can tell the output which direction we want it to go. And the whole thing is mirrored on the other side, right? So it's a symmetrical design. How do we get the rest of the stuff in? So fuel comes in here. So this is the fuel input. That's that chest up above. We can manually put stuff in there and it will come down into these guys. And what have we got going on here? So we can detect the level of this. So the minecart will only leave its station to go for refuel once it is full. And the other condition we have is this hopper right here is being read and being compared to a signal strength of, I think I set it to 3. Let's go down and have a look. Because in each of these guys, what I've done is put filler. So this is Iron Nuggets renamed as filler, and that means we will have 1 full stack of dried kelp in the smelter at all times in the furnace, and 1 will accumulate in here maximum. In fact, I think it gets to 42 in the hopper, at which point when We have 1 stack in the furnace and a stack of 42 backed up in this hopper. That will give off a signal strength of 3, which in turn will lock this minecart in place as it is now and say you can't go anywhere. The same thing will happen if this minecart is empty. If it isn't completely full, it won't leave. And that's what all this is detecting. Additionally, if this chest gets below a signal strength of 8, which is somewhere around the halfway mark for a chest, just over, then if it gets below that, which it is right now, it is powered and it pushes this redstone block over here, which in turn pushes this all the way down, sets this signal off, and that will in turn set off this shulker yeeter. So this is a shulker yeeting thing. There's a dispenser in here with the shulker. It'll dispense the shulker into this space. This will crush it straight into the lava. The box breaks, all the items fall straight through. So this is the output from our kelp farm here, coming into shulkers of kelp, dried kelp blocks. I haven't connected that up yet. And when one is called for, this will fire. A whole shulker load of dried kelp blocks will come into here, up here, come all the way across to here, underneath the farm, and then up to here. And then we have a little circular array with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hoppers. It'll just go round and round and round, getting picked up by those 6 hoppers and feeding into that storage system for the fuel. So whenever this farm needs fuel, whenever it has less than half a chest's worth, it will automatically call for more fuel on demand, and that'll come up and totally fill this system and give us tons and tons and tons of fuel. And only when it drops below again will it automatically go and fetch more all by itself, assuming we have more. One of the reasons I did the whole filler thing here is to just limit how much, what the capacity of this is, basically, because yeah, I think I would need, I did the maths, if I wanted to fill every one of these furnaces and every one of these hoppers with complete stacks of kelp blocks and the double chests up to halfway, that's something like 17 shulkers of dried kelp. And yeah, after doing a little bit more AFK time, we still only have like 7. Gonna put our first full shulker of dried kelp in the Elytra. And for that to work, we're going to need to do this. There we go. There's a whole shulker of kelp going up. Let's see if we can speed it up there. You should see that doing the rounds up here. That's going to go circling around and around and around, and it will all go into hoppers before it despawns. There we go. The minecarts go off, do their fueling run, and we should start to see kelp blocks appearing in these furnaces slowly. Okay, now we should be able to test this thing properly. So we're going to drop in a whole stack of copper ore and just time how long it takes for that whole stack to get smelted. Boom, that took like 28 seconds. That's awesome. Now let's just do the rest. We've got enough kelp here. Let's just set this guy off and do all of those stacks. And that 14 stacks of copper took just over 2 minutes to smelt all of it. And I've converted it to blocks. We're putting in our aging platform here, and as we do some AFK time or just time around the base, that can age up and oxidize. Amazing. Really happy with that smelter. That's probably one of the most efficient smelters I've ever had in Minecraft, I think. Glad to have it at the base, and now we no longer need to go to the starter base to do any smelting. And we have now connected up the smelter outputs if we want to put it into storage with the little bit of jiggery pokery right behind us here. Let's just take a look-see. So it comes into this pillar, and goes into a little waterway where it comes down into 1, 2, 3, 4 hoppers in a circular fashion, which all lead into a double chest here, and that goes into the dropper elevator that puts everything into the beginning of storage. It'll end up coming out of here and going off and finding its home in the storage system, and that can all happen automatically at the flick of a switch. Just for giggles, I think what we're going to do is smelt an entire shulker of sanded glass and just see how quickly it can do it. And the answer is all stacks delivered, 5 minutes 20 seconds. That's incredible. That is hardly any time at all to wait for an entire shulker of materials to be smelted and returned back to you. Just got a little good deed to do before we clock off for today.
Let me say welcome back to vid.
Ding dong.
Doc! Hello!
Ding dong.
Hello!
Hello. Was I disturbing diary time?
That's okay. No one. It's not possible to disturb diary time, so don't worry about it.
Okay, good. Well, I was just recording the end of my next episode, and I wanted to do a good deed. There you go.
Wait, no ways! Wait, really?
Take it. Yeah, it's all
That's
yours.
a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I hope it helped. I know
Wait,
you've
can I
just
give you
you've just
some
been collecting
diamonds?
some. I know, but didn't
Yeah,
save you any
I
time
have
today. But it'll save you a trip next time, hopefully. I get that from my bartering farm, so it's
Oh.
easy for me to get.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Oh my goodness.
I'm guessing your stream's coming to an
Thank
end.
It is.
Okay. See you, streamers, and I'll catch you later. Oh, I wanted to show you my
Yes.
base as well. Have you got time?
Oh, do you have time now?
Yeah, yeah. Have you got a minute?
Okay, let me get my Elytra quickly. Whoa.
Yeah, it's coming along. Let me
Oh,
just come and
wow.
sleep, and you land somewhere. I'll find you. So where
Oh,
are
let
you?
me-
Oh, you're in the
Let me
yeah.
go in free cam.
So this is the
Whoa.
storage room, and this is all auto storage. So it does its magic and automatically unloads shulkers and whatever you throw into it. And I've got bulk storage down here, which is all shulker loaded things en masse.
Ooh.
And-
Whoa.
And then over this
my
way,
goodness.
I've just finished putting in a super smelter array, which is underneath us
Ooh.
here,
Oh wow.
and that's all.
Oh, this looks complicated.
Yeah, I just been timing it. I did an entire shulker box in 5 minutes, and
Whoa.
yeah, it does a stack in about 20 seconds or something crazy. And it's all
Wow, that's
powered
incredible.
by these kelp farms you see either side with all the water. They're kelp farms that are automatically making kelp, and that goes into, at the very bottom, a automatic kelp smoking array that's self-sustaining and creates
Ooh.
autocrafts dried kelp blocks and shulker loads them, and then this smeltering array calls for that fuel on demand as it needs it and restocks. So it's all self-sustaining.
I don't even know how you built this. This is like, this is insane. Oh my goodness. Whoa.
That's the techie bit, but then the pretty bit's up here. You come up the stairs.
Ooh. Okay.
I've been putting in all these walkways and trying to like get the shape of the city in place.
Okay.
And this is sort of how it's all starting to come together. We need more buildings because there's only 2 right now, but this is going to be a city full of buildings eventually. But that gives you an idea of the shape of things to come.
I love the trees that you've done. That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm going to do a lot more. That's just to give it a little pop of color for the time being. What do you think?
Oh, you've done a stunning job. Wow. I love the block palette you chose. It's very nice.
Yeah, I'm loving these tough blocks. And
Yeah.
it's awesome. You can just like get these really disheveled, like old building textures going, and I love it.
Yeah. It looks amazing.
That's kind of the theme of the civilization. There's this older underlying part of the civilization which has been demolished and then built back on top of.
Ooh, that's cool. Oh wow.
And then these are functional as well. So the one on the right's a creeper farm, the one on the left's a sugarcane farm. And out of the 2 of those, I'm going to make an automated rocket factory next to those.
Wow. Wait. Wow. You've got such a big brain. You know all these bombs and stuff. All this redstone. Wow. Can I live with you? Can I live here?
You're living with Elytra. You've got a bedroom. Aren't you going to live inside Zero's head?
That is true, but I kind of want to live with everyone. Everyone just has such a cool base. I'm like, wow, I just want to live with all of you.
Yeah, I can make a Dano bedroom in here. Yeah. You can have a little bedroom in everyone's space.
Exactly. I would love that. That would be slay. I just need like a 3x3 block area, and then I can put a bed and something.
Okay, I'm sure we can do something a bit more grand than that, but yeah. We'll set up a Dano apartment in the city.
Yes, an apartment. Let's go.
Yeah, penthouse. Have a good view and everything.
I would love that.
Well, thanks for coming by and checking out my stuff.
Well, thank you for showing this. I hope you enjoy your holiday.
Yeah, I will, absolutely. I'll see you when I get back.
Amazing. I'll see you later. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I think that about does it for this episode. We've achieved an awful lot. Really, really pleased with how much we managed to get done before I'm going away for a little break. And when we get back, we can crack on and get that fireworks factory in. Ouch, that hurt. We need to put in that extra building up above us here, connects the output from our sugarcane and our creeper farm, and automatically make our rockets. That is definitely going to be the next thing. We're going to get around to it, I promise. So if you want to see what we do there and all the other things we're going to do in this amazing SMP and in this city that we're building, then please subscribe. If you're one of those very special people who did hang around to the very end of the episode, you're one of my favorites. Yes, you. And if you're a favorite, you should definitely be subscribed, like, comment, do all the magic things because it helps out the channel. And I love you for it. So thanks so much, and we'll see you all next time. Take care for now. Bye-bye.